Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you could strum through Sugar Mama by Beyonce. And we end up capoing this on 4th fret to kind of match the recording, but it starts out with this really cool bass line where you can play open E, and then 4th fret on the low E string, and then 2nd fret on the D string. So you're kind of playing an E, G sharp, E, and then there are a whole bunch of really cool guitar licks through this actually, where you could start off with 2nd fret on the D string, and then we play open D, and then 2nd on the D, and then open G. So it's this E, D, E, G. And then from there, we kind of play 2nd on the D, open G, 2nd on the G, open B, 3rd fret on the B, and then we play 2nd fret on the G string and kind of do a little bend on that, and then a pull off the open G, and the 2nd fret on the D string twice. 2 0 2 0 3 2 bend 0 2 2. And then there's this other lick that kind of comes back where you play open A and do a hammer on the 2nd fret on the A string, and then open D, and then 2nd fret on the D string. Now, all those notes though are kind of part of something called an E minor pentatonic scale, where you could play open E, 3rd on the low E string, open A, 2nd on the A string, open D, 2nd fret on the D string, open G, 2nd fret on the G string, open B, 3rd fret on the B string, and then open E, and then 3rd fret on the high E string. So you may want to kind of just experiment with those notes and kind of see what kind of licks you can kind of come up with. This could be a really cool tune to kind of jam on that E minor pentatonic. And the chord that would kind of back up that part would be an E7 chord. When we play E7, first finger goes to the G string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the A string on the 2nd fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds an E7 chord, and it sounds really nasty in a cool way. And then something else you may want to try adding to that too is if you take the B string or the pinky and kind of go to the B string on the 3rd fret, that's another way you could kind of play your E7 chord. And you could even kind of play around with that pinky, playing around with those notes of the scale too. That might be kind of a cool thing to kind of try through the tune. Now, a lot of times with a song like this, though, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. We'll talk about another one in a moment. But if you just took the E7 and tried that a lot, you had down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So you can kind of use that for that intro and kind of our verse part. Now, another strum pattern that I would think about through the song, though, is something called a 16th note strum pattern, where if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now the down, down, up, kind of divides that beat into 2 parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide the foot tap into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the E7 and do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you'd be going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you'd be doing it up on 2, down on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. Well, basically, you're repeating that until we get to our chorus part. Now, our chorus, we go to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger goes to the low E on the 3rd fret, and 3rd finger goes to the high E on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. And from the G, we'll be going to an A major chord. When we play A major, first finger goes to the D on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the G string, 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the B string, 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then I also want to think about something called an A7 chord, where if you lift your 2nd finger, which is always a dangerous finger to lift, that sounds an A7 chord, or you can readjust and kind of dig on that. Or you can even take the pinky and put them on the high E on the 3rd fret, and kind of get a little mightier A7. And And then from there, then we go back to our E7 kind of on our chorus. So we tried that with our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have G, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, B, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, A, down, down, B, down, 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 B, down, 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 Or if we try that with our 16th pattern, G, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, B7, down, 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 parts until we get to our bridge part, where we go from the E to a D major chord. When we play D major, first finger goes to the G on the 2nd fret, second finger on the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then from the D, we go into a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D on the 2nd fret, the third finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C, we're going back to the E major, and then we do another E major, and then we go to D major, and then we go to the A major, but then we go to a B7 chord. When we play B7, first finger goes to the D on the 1st fret, second finger on the A string on the 2nd fret, third finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, and the pinky on the high E on the 2nd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a B7 chord, and it sounds really nasty. So we tried our bridge with our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have E, down, up, D, down, down, C, down, down, B, down, down, B, down, down, D, down, down, A, down, down, B7, down, or we tried that with our 16th pattern. We'd have E, our chorus, and then back to kind of our intro, or a little bit of our intro, and kind of ending with a little piece of our chorus. Now the weird part is, to play along with Beyonce, instead of starting on an E7, she's actually starting on a G7 chord, or a G sharp 7 chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 4th fret, now your E7 is really a G sharp 7, and your G major is really a B major chord, and your A is really a C sharp chord, D major is really an F sharp major, your C is really an E major chord, and when we get to it, the B7 is really a D sharp 7 chord. But to take it from the very beginning, you could still kind of kick it off with that bass lick, or you can even kind of add in kind of some muting to that 0-4, or you can start with that guitar lick where we have the 2-2-0-2, or you can do that 2-0-2-0-3. Or you can kind of put those together and kind of do that bass lick, guitar lick, bass lick. So it might be kind of a cool thing to kind of try and play the bass and then the guitar. Or you could even kind of jam on some of those notes of the E minor pentatonic, and you might want to kind of try that with that bass lick too. You could have the bass lick, pentatonic lick, bass lick, pentatonic, bass lick, pentatonic. Kind of make the tune your own that way. Or you could just strum through that with the down, down, up, and you have E, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 or you could try that with the 16th pattern. our chorus part. And then if we tried our chorus with our down, down, up, down, up, we'd have G, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, down, B7, down, up, down, B7, G, A, B7, B7. Or if we tried that with our 16th pattern, we'd have the G, about adding this song though is bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, or the down, 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 up, down, 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 you can throw in a bass note for the chorus. On the E, you'd have the low E string for your bass. On the G, you'd have the low E string for the bass. On the A, you'd have the A string for your bass. And later on, when we get to our bridge, on the D, you'd have the D string for your bass. On the C, you'd have the A string for the bass. And on the E, you'd have the low E string for the bass. And on the B7, you'd have the A string for the bass. So we tried our next verse with kind of a bass down, up, down, up. We'd have just that E7 bass down, up, down, B7, B7, B7. Or if you're kind of digging on that 16th pattern, you can do kind of a bass down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, or bass, down, up, down. These all be really cool variations. So we have E7. From there, we're repeating that until we get to our chorus parts. We try our chorus with a bass down, up, down, up. We have G with low E bass down, up, down, up, A with an A bass down, up, down, B7 low E bass down, up, down, B7 low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, A with an A bass down, up, down, B7 low E bass down, up, down, B with low E bass down, up, down. Or we try that with our 16th pattern. We have the G. Until we hit our bridge part. And if we tried our bridge with a bass down, up, down, up, we'd have E with low E bass down, up, down, C with the D bass down, up, down, C with the A bass down, up, down, B with low E bass down, up, down, B with low E bass down, up, down, B with the D bass down, up, down, A with the A bass down, up, down, B7 with the A bass down, up, down, up. We tried our bridge with the 16th pattern. We have the E, D with the D bass, an A bass, E with low E bass, E with low E bass, D with a D bass, A with an A bass, B7 with an A bass. And then from there, we'll be going back into our chorus. So we kept that going with the 16th pattern. We have the G, A, on a big E. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Sugar Mama by Beyonce. So good luck!